roller, take an inhale, and on your exhale, roll down. All right, so when you're ready, you can start with your feet on the roller or you can start with your feet on the floor. We're waking up our legs, we're waking up our spine, we're waking up our breathing with bridging. Wake up one vertebra at a time, and up 3 and 4 and 5. So building leg strength. This is really good for back care. 7. This is a great exercise if you've been sitting on the plane or sitting in the car for a while or at your desk. 9. And then we're going to hold up. We'll add a little pulse, maybe 1 to 2 inches of a pulse, a lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower your spine down. And then take your feet a little further away from you. So either on the floor or on the foam roller, we're going to work different angles of the hamstrings. Lift up, and there won't be quite as much articulation the further the feet get away from the hips, but you'll still feel the hamstrings, the glutes. There'll be some articulation in this middle position. Make sure you don't have any tension in the jaw or the face at all. The neck, the throat, curl up, curl down. You want to feel like both hips are equally pressing into the floor or the roller. Let's take 2 more, and then we're going to do a little pulse, that 1-inch lift or so. Curl up and take 1 to 2 inch pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower down. You're doing great. On this last one, you can put your legs fairly long, and if you're on the roller, it's nice on that heel calf area, or on the floor, dig in your heels. So here we go, soft knee, but long knee. Go up and down, 10, 2, even hips, 3, 4, 5. Also control the descent so you're not just crashing into the floor. You have a workout on the way up and a contraction that you're deliberate about on the way down. Try 3 more. 3, 2, and then stay up. You can make it a tiny pulse. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now roll the hands or the feet towards the hands. Let's take the feet towards the pelvis. Add a little movement here. 5, 4, 3, good. Let's do another one for those hamstrings. So if you can reach your hands to your feet, pull those feet down. The knees are down on either side. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and then put the feet back on the roller. Now, you're going to do a single leg bridge. This is an option. If you need a backup plan, just stick with doubles. So 10 of these. Up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now let that foot down, and now we're making sure that each leg gets equal attention, because it's so common to have one leg take over a little bit more than the other. So we do single leg work a lot to try to make sure each leg's getting attention. All right. Now again, let's take the hands to the feet and pull the knees down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then take your hands to your thighs, pop up, grab a sip. We did a little bit for the legs. Now we're going to do a little bit for the upper back and the posture muscles. Cheers. The posture muscles, meaning the swans, you are welcome to use your foam roller, or if you want to use the floor, that's okay too. So I'm going to have the foam roller on this end of me. Take your pinky side of your hands and forearms and press down into the foam roller as you lift up. We're going to inhale and then exhale, lower and go up. And Betty, you might want to move your screen down just a little bit, your electronic device, just a little bit. So breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in Torso lift. You will feel some hamstrings and glutes here. If you have any back tightness, try internally rotating your femurs so the toes point towards each other. That opens up the SI joint. And then we're going to hold it up. So stay. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then lower. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6. Yep. Rest if you need to. 7, 8, 9. Lower down. All right. Here we go. Inhale. Feel the spine come up. Press the pinky side of your arm down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down, and you can windshield wipe here, or if you're craving a child's pose, you can take that. Very good. We're going to get rid of the foam roller this time. And let your fingers come beside your hips. We're going to add on some rear deltoid work for the prevention of rounded shoulders. Come up with your inhale, lift your toes, lift your torso, and let the arms lift 10 more times higher than your back. 10, 2, 3, beautiful. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower yourself down and take your arms out like a letter T. Here we come up. And then the arms lift higher. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower. Now take the arms more like a Y. Here we go. Come up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press back, child pose. Let's pull the toes under on this one and stretch your back and your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do a couple more of these thoracic extensions in this block or unit of exercises that are similarly themed. This one is interlace the fingers at the lumbar spine, but if that doesn't work, just leave your hands beside your hips, lift your toes, lift your arms, lift your torso. Now let the inhale help you go higher. 10, 'and then lower and either switch pinkies on the outside or do the same hand position you just did. Here we go. Come on up. Everything's lifting. 10. And then push back. Now this time I'm going to have the knees a little wider so that belly goes in the middle and you're diaphragmatically breathing. Breathe in through your nose, expand the diaphragm. And then come back up. Gorgeous. So grab a sit. We're going to do a little plank unit now. The first one is just going to be a minute plank challenge. And you're going to be holding it for a minute or the best you can do. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, and come up. All right, belly in, shoulder blades wide. Good. Good. Strong thoughts. Knees are strong and long. Breath is fluid. Belly pulls up. You want to feel like the ear's in line with the shoulder from the side and your head's not drooping. So you're already halfway there. Keep going. Strong abs. Good. Make sure the low back isn't drooping at all. Yeah, lift up a little bit. All right. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, and then rest your pelvis. Now you're on your forearms if you'd like, or you can even push yourself up higher, swan, and hold. So we're just doing a counter pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now we're going to do a 30-second hold. So just a few of these plank challenges. And again, if you need to do a normal plank instead or a modification, you can. Get ready. Come on up. All right. Hold 30 seconds. Feel that belly in. Lift up. And hold. Strong. It's like your back's up against a wall. And feel that side of your core. All right, take 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, good. Hand is stretched out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower your hip. Really good job. Let's hit that other side. Side plank. So we're getting core and upper body strength, hip abduction. And you'll see I'll make it even. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. Good. All right, strong side plank. Stretched out, calm breath. Keep going. Head against the wall, stretching out the hands, the fingers. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower down. Nice job. The other one is a reverse plank. If you need to do something else like forearms on the arc or a table, that's okay too, or a down bound angle. Get ready and come up. Good. There you go. Creative. Try 15 more seconds. Of course, if you need to do something else, you can. Try 10 more seconds. 9, 8, good. 7, love it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your hips. Now let's do something for those hands and wrists for a moment. Nice job on the different planks, the forearm plank, the side plank, and the reverse plank. And then we'll take a little hand stretch down. Nice job. This next series is for the arms. So you can do a standing up push-up. If you need to do something else, you can do a tricep press with your Dynaband or weight, or if you want to do a plank, that's okay, but mostly it's upper body. So another way to do the push-ups is to be in all fours, to be in the knees a little further, or the toes. So try 15 of something. And then a recovery. I'm going to do a little finger interlace stretch to demonstrate the shoulder stretching. Good job. Breathe in. Good, you've got a kettlebell. That's good too. Nice. So we'll be doing a set of triceps with our hands behind us, but you can also do a weight or a Dynaband or exactly a kettlebell. So in this one, your feet are like that reverse table position, and we'll take 15. So the main goal is that it's upper body theme, and you can get creative about how it's done. Triceps are really important to help prevent hip fractures though, and these muscles do get weak pretty quickly without intervention. 5, 4, yep, help that body out. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a cow face stretch. So this is a way to stretch out the tricep, but also the shoulder. So it'll look like you're trying to pat yourself on the back with one arm, and then the other arm is reaching it. Make sure you're not leaning. This one's a real easy one to lean. All right, looks good. And the breath helps. Breathe in, and then try the other one. Good. Breathe in. Nice. Inhale. And then everyone looks so good. And then grab a sip. Nice job. So this next one is balance. We're going to do a little theme of balance. We're going to do it in different planes. So one is you're on your fanny and you lift your feet. Let go and hold balance like a teaser. This is also called Navasana in yoga, but hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and then the next one is hands and knees. And if you don't want to be on your hands, I'm just showing a folded knuckle position, or you can grab a couple hand weights and put your hands underneath the beveled part. Now at first the balance is right arm, left leg, bend the elbow under, and then straighten. Notice how you can take your right shin and toes off the floor to make this harder. Balancing in a different plane. 6, we'll do 8 here. 7, 8, and then let your hand and your knee down. Now the toes and shin are off the floor for that harder balance. Stretch out and pull it under. 1, 2, whoops, 3. The good news is if you lose your balance like I just did, you just stick your toe down. 4, try to round your back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then take a moment, nice, have a child's pose in between, pass the hands to the back. And then this is a dynamic balance. You're going to stand up without using your hands. One way I'll offer it is foot forward, come up, and let me tilt my screen up a little. We're going to do a one-legged balance. So for a moment, we'll touch the tree pose. So lift and spread your toes, take tree pose. Now at first, you can take your hands up, or if you would like, you can do cow face. We're going to be changing this. I'm just going to stay here, whatever position you chose for 15. There you go, that's okay. Then you can add on, the hands come together at the heart. If your right knee's up, you're going to turn your torso to the left. 15. Inhale, and exhale, turn it to center. Lower that foot and take a breath. Lift and spread your toes. Take this foot up. Now you can take your arms up, the 15, or you can take your cow face, 15. We're touching base with one-legged balance because we know how important it is to prevent falls. Full breath. Good. Open hip, that looks good. 5, 4, 3. Take an inhale. Now the next part is hands together at the heart. You're going to rotate away from that knee that's in the air. 15. We're going to take that inhale and then exhale, face the front. Nice. We're going to change your vestibular plane again. Lift and spread your toes. Take your back leg up and hold for 10. All right. Hips are equidistant to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try not to touch the floor. As you start coming up to vertical, bend your knee and hold on with 1 foot or 2. Try to do this without touching the floor and hold. I'm going to turn to you, but you can stay where you are. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same thing, add a hinge though, and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, come back up, take a moment. Full breath, really good. So a little sequence of movements, hands beside your hips, inhale, lift that leg up, and at first, hold for 10. Warrior 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to come back to vertical while you grab your hand or hands to your foot or your ankle. Try to straighten up and hold 10. 2, feel that shoulder opening. 3, 4, good. 5, there you go. 6, 7, 8, 9. Press your foot into your hand and add that standing bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale and exhale, come back. Feet down. Good. Grab a sip. Good job. So that was a standing balance, or that was balance sequence theme. Blocks. So if you're ever doing your own workout, that's a fun way to do it because you can think of blocks and then do a few exercises from each block. Now this is quad strength. We know that quad strength is related to longevity. So we're going to do a basic squat. If you need a backup plan, you're welcome to do calf raises. But what I'm doing is trying to really make sure each leg has equal weight. By my focus, you can feel sometimes if your body shifts. So 50-50 each leg. This is also giving our joints a chance to warm up, get synovial fluid, ankles. All right, so you can tell what we're doing and you're self-regulating. 3, 2. Now we're going to hold it, which is a nice symmetric hold. All right, and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then gently come up. Raggle doing the belly crawl. Okay, now this is a one-legged balance of squat. So find your squat. You're going to be picking up a foot. So I'll say left foot comes up to the right, but you could also just lift it off the floor. All right, 10, 2. Still in the balance category as well as the quad strength. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now push back up. You're going to stand, take a breath for homeostasis. Let's do the other side. Squat. This could be your backup plan. And you could pick up your ankle to thigh. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now come back up. Really good. Now the option here, this is single leg squat dynamic. This falls in the category of quad strength and balance. You could put a yoga block or a foam roller next to one of your feet, and your one foot's going to lift off the floor, and you're going to do a single leg squat. I'm kind of gliding my hand on a wall. You can touch. Now you can also do them without that. 1, and hip extend. So sometimes people stay flexed, but you want to stand up in between and practice where that hip needs to be. So we are doing 10. Yeah, good. That was good. 3, 4. Good. 5. Everyone's doing great. If you were to need a backup plan, 6, you could just do a few inches. 7, or double squat or calf raises. 8, but it is nice to train each knee what you want it to do, which is track with the second toe in the middle hip. And then we're going to do the other one. So 10, notice your body might try to turn, but you want to keep it square. That's it, and push. Did you feel a difference in the left leg? Yeah. 3, 4. Your body will tilt forward on these. 5, even though I cue the opposite when we're doing double leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Nice job. How'd that feel? Great. So you can also take it to the front. There's a couple ways to do this, but I'll show you with the wall. So you can put your leg in front, and we'll do 5 of these. You're gonna see how you have to kind of put your weight back and then come back up. And sit back and up. And 3, sit back and up. Yeah, sit back and up. 1 more, sit back and up. So we're just kind of introducing that type of pistol squat. So on the other side, sit back and up. Your glutes go back, your heel gets heavier, your other leg's in front. 2 more. 1 more. Nice job. Let's take a sip, and then we're going to do a few sit-down stand-ups, which could be in the theme or block of functional fitness. So first one is Malasana. And now, again, you could use a yoga block. I just got rid of mine, so I'll just verbally say that. Good. Now, let's just stay here. This in and of itself is functional. Neck soft. Perfect puppy playing position. Inhale. That should feel good on your back. Balance, working on balance, and then you stand back up. Now the next one is right foot forward, left foot back. You use your back leg too. Then you shift your foot around and you'll sit. So my glutes are on the ground or on a yoga block for a modification. Then your right foot's on the floor and you'll stand up. Now we switch it up so we're bilateral, so we're even. Left foot forward, right foot back. Whip that foot around. No hands, look at that. And then we come back up. And good. The next one could be crisscross applesauce. Right foot in front of the other. Again, you can always use a block to bring the floor up to you and then up. All right, try left ankle over right. And lower, crisscross applesauce. Okay, You're doing great. The next one we do is where both feet are together. You can lower, lower, lower. Now I'm going down as low as I can, and then very softly shift the shins forward, drop the feet, and I'm going to add on either the Ustrasana here. Good. Actually, everybody looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I love it. So grab a sip. That went great. Good job, guys. I want to do a little bit more on that posterior chain. We did extensions. We're going to be adding a little posterior oblique chain, which is healthy for your back. The belly is going to be down on these next ones, and this is called swimming. So if you have any concerns about getting forward head or rounded back, these are all the good ones, right? All right, hover the face. Right arm and left leg will lift. Left arm and right leg will lift. Right arm and left leg will lift. Left, right, right, left. Inhaling. Now that's your swim. If you would like, add on a faster speed and all the limbs are off the ground. Now the breath can be inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Through the nose, through the nose. And then take a break. I'm going to windshield wipe, but you're also welcome to do a child's pose. That's exactly right, Cole. We're going to be doing oblique chain again in a different way. So now your hands create triangles next to your head. You're going to lift up your right leg and your left shoulder is lifting up. You're extending and rotating at the same time in the spine. Now, left leg up, you lift your torso and you rotate. Left arm, right leg. And the difference is we did swimming and now we're doing a posterior oblique chain. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and then recover. Now you can do a little windshield wipe or child pose, whatever you need. This one is also for shoulders. So if you've ever had tight shoulders or shoulder issues or known someone has, this is an exercise to appreciate. This is the scapular mobility breaststroke. So take your arms as big as you can and even go down to your thighs, because we're not really swimming, so you won't drown. So you may as well practice how big can the scapular glide be. And you're going to lift up, and if you can, add a flutter kick with it. Breathe in. One more. And the last one will be bow pose. Hands to your feet or your ankles and lift up. All right, we're going to do this twice, as you know. 10. And recover. Let's do it again. Here we go. 10. And then a child pose. Push back. Nice job. And it looks like everyone is in their studio. So grab a heavy band. And if you don't have a heavy one today, grab 2 bands. Betty, I see you're back home, so I know you have your stuff, right? Yeah, okay. And Michelle and Karen, you got it? Oh, good. All right, grab your band, hello, and wrap those little feet and walk. I'm crossing the band and walking the hands forward. Bend the elbows. Exhale. Woo. And 3. Good. 4. Good. 5. 6. Good. 7. 8. 9. Yep, you should be feeling like as soon as you start pulling the bands, you've got tension. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And then 1. Now we're going to go into some rotations right away. Bend one elbow, bend the other. Bend one elbow, bend the other. Exhale. And turn. And you're turning your torso, your neck's going along for the ride. Nothing should hurt. Good. That looks good. Try to feel like you're evenly rotating right range of motion to left. So one side's not rotating more. Sometimes we do have one side that's more flexible. Try to just gently work on it here. All right, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm going to take a medium band, and if you only have one band, then maybe you'll just stick with the same band. But if you do have a different band, you want one slightly lighter than that one most of the time, you're going to take the band around and you're going to open up like a letter T. So when we were doing arm exercises, belly down, prone arm lifts, that was rear delt, and this is rear delt. So the good news is you have a few ways that we are asking those shoulder muscles to get strong, to keep the back body strong, the front body open. That's going to help prevent rounded forward shoulders. So relax the neck even though we're working those rear delts. All right, try 5 more. Good. 4, 3. See if both feel even. Awesome. Okay, cross the band like an X. Now the elbows are very close to your rib cage. Open up your arms, your forearms that is, your forearms, your upper arm will stay steady. 6, good, you're tall, you want to be very tall. 8, 9, 10, good, as tall as you can. 11, 12, 13. We are doing 5 more, so the wrist goes along for the ride. uncross the band. All right, you're going to take your hands beside your thighs and make sure you have space. You're going to pull. So I do like to lead more with the pinky. And out and exhale. And out. Now you might be able to go a little bit further with your arms, and you might return with some slow, deliberate return. That way you get an eccentric contraction. All right, guys. Exhaling. It's like you're growing tall every time you pull your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now to relieve tension, I'm going to take us in a stretch. So arms open. I don't have any band, but just to relieve tension and also to take advantage that our muscles are really warm, like Play-Doh in the sunshine, and they're really primed for a stretch. Open up your arms. This also helps prevent rounded upper back. So we're doing good things. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale to come back. Grab a sip. We are going to be standing up with this Dynaband in hand, medium. So you can come up to standing and stand on your band, 1 or 2 feet. 2 feet if you need more tension, 1 foot if you need a little less. Bend your elbows. These are picking up muscles, picking up items. Yeah. Exhale. That a girl. I like to just visually inspect that I have equal tail lengths of the band. Good. 8. So we want to stimulate growth in the muscle and the bone. 11, neck is soft. 12, 13, 14, 15, good. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now the band, basically a medium should work. You always have permission, encouraged to find which weight you need. But I like to grab extra so that the band handle doesn't dangle. Now, we're going to push out. And let's do a pattern of out and in. Now, even I caught my head kind of coming forward here. So we're going to pull the head back, and then you caught it. We're going to add on heels to boots. So what we like is we don't want to dilute the potency of any of the movements we're doing. So I still want you to feel like your elbows are lengthening. You're going forward in the arms and you're going out. But I also want to add on the heel raises. It's really good for the brain to have some coordinated movements, especially while we're exercising, so that we keep neuroplasty. Okay, push forward, push forward, exhale. All right, you're doing great. So I want you to feel like your elbows lengthen here, and then your elbows lengthen here. So you're conscious of that big range of motion, and each toe head has equal weight. All right, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Very good. And now we're going to take a tricep. So one hand's behind you at the head, one's at the low back. And you can push the top elbow up. I'm going to add some calf raises to this too. So I can tell that I don't have enough tension, so you grab more band. So that's kind of happening behind you, where you feel like, okay, I'm going to be fatigued in 20 reps. Long, and you have a little abdominal tone so that when your arm's overhead, your low back doesn't get more lordotic or arched. Good, and jawline parallel to the floor. 14, push, 15, 16. So I'm starting to feel that tricep getting tired. 17, my hope is that you are too. 18, 19, and then 20. All right, take the other one. So the good news is we're working our triceps, that part of the body. It really does get weak without intervention quickly. And push up. All right, now lift up. And on the first part of class, we did the triceps with our body weight. So we are giving them body different ways to, quote, stress the muscles and bones. Good. 9. Okay. You're going to go 10 more. And you want to start feeling that tricep. It should be telling you, hey, we're working here. Yep. If it ever is too hard, give yourself more slack. But if you don't feel anything by now, grab more band. Good. Long arm. And it's behind you. You have to go by how it feels. Long arm. One more. Very good, guys. Good. All right, I am going to grab a band. This is a good one that you can take a deltoid with. Go 1 foot, 1 hand, same side. So lateral raise. I do often put a hand here to make sure I don't do something like that. I want to lift with the shoulder, not by compensating in my torso, seemingly lifting. Good. Long elbow if you can. Good. 5 more. 4. It is soft though. It is soft elbow. 3, 2. So we're also working some body tone here, torso. 15 on the other side. Step on that band. Go out the first 1 or 2. You might say, okay, I need a little less. I'll need a little more. So it's okay to adjust right away. Feel my toned abs. Your abs are toned as you stay upright. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Head withdrawals. Good. Breathing in and out. All right, front raise. Grab that foot, grab that hand, and the other side goes forward. Now, it'd be really easy to turn your torso, but we are staying in a squared up position. Thirteen. You want to feel like it's working now. 14. 15. Take the other one. And heel on. Same side heel that your arm is on that's working. So left arm, left heel. You're finding the band. 4. And you're also making sure not to lean back on these. That would be an easy compensation. Good. And then grab a sit. Good job, guys. Now, I want to have us grab some weights that we can do an overhead press with, and I will give a backup plan if you're dealing with shoulder issues that don't let you do that, or you can do a lighter weight. So, most likely between 3 and 8 pounds. Now, the first part is here like a shelf, and I'm just going to press up, but notice how the abs do help. Good, Michelle. Good, Betty. Up, bend, and up, and bend. There she is, and up. Love it. Notice how you have to use your abdominals to help you on these overhead lifts. Even when you're in the house doing a chore overhead, you want to feel some ab tone. Good. So the breath does help. Press up and exhale. Good. And we're trying not to tense out the neck, but we are using the upper body to lift the arms overhead. We don't want to lose that ability. 3, 2, and 1. I love it. So we're going to lower this down for just a moment and interlace the fingers at the low back. And I want to show you from this side. You notice your head would want to come forward, but you're going to keep it in line with your shoulder, ear in line with the shoulder. Breathe in. You might pretend there's a string on your arms and it's lifting you up. Let's do a knocking on the door of life. You're doing great. We're going to do a lateral raise now, which is out to the side like a letter T. Good news is we can do both hands at the same time, so probably like a 3 to 8. And because it's a long lever, you're going to feel, you're going to go to a letter T. You're going out. Neck is soft. Good. Good. I like the exhale to help with the lift. And also we're resisting gravity. We're not just slamming the hands back down to the low position. Good. I hope that feels great. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looking good. Yep. 17. So it should be starting to feel like you've got a little work here, but that it's doable. It's doable. Nice. All right, let that down for just a moment and actually grab a sip too. We're going to do a half moon stretch if you beat me. From grabbing a sip, the half moon is 1 foot over. Ah. 5, 4. Yeah, I like it. You found your own stretches. So you might pull your arm, you might do rotation. You're definitely adding that breath. And then go to the other side. Foot cross. Yep, you can pull it if you want. You can rotate if you want. 5. And inhale and come back up. Nice job, guys. We're going to take some bicep curls. So pretend that you're just picking up some watermelons at the farmer's market. And you might need a weight that's a little heavier than what we just did. So 5 to 10. The other thing is you use what you have, right? So if you need to do fewer reps, a way to do that, like let's say you have too heavy a weight, you can, or you're getting tired, is you can alternate right and left. That's another way. Or you could just do a few more reps at least. But we do want to stimulate growth, so we do want to feel fatigued. And notice how the joint should feel good. Good. I like how the wrists look. I see a lot of neutral wrists. That's really good. You're not letting the weight yank your wrist into some hyperextension. And I don't see any compensatory motions in the neck. That looks really good. Another thing I'm looking for is I don't see the elbows swinging backwards or like the body swinging to make this happen. Super good. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, let's take 5 more. You're picking up the best watermelons at the market. 4, or cantaloupes or honeydews. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, now one set of squats with these weights, you're gonna open up your feet a little. Also, these are called suitcase squats. And the one thing I also like is there's a grip. We know that grip strength is also related to health span, and it probably has to do with because you're picking up things and picking up weights, so it's an indicator that your other muscles are strong. But here we are adding more than our body weight to a quad exercise that's multi-joint. So those are all good things. Do you feel your heart rate going up a little? Hi, gorgeous. Hi. And 1 more. Good. Let that down. Let the weights down, I mean. Good. And then we're going to take a tricep stretch here like this and over. So it's kind of like you're mixing up half moon. Karen, I'm going to offer a sip too. Good. I'm glad you got it. Breathe in. And then go to the other side. Elbow and lean. Touching base. Grab a sip if you would like. And we're going to do an overhead tricep press. So one way you could do this is take 2 hand weights, one in each hand, like a 5 and a 5, and push up. Or maybe you could take one 12-pound weight. But you are, I like to touch the weights. You're going to push up. And this was, Karen, what you did earlier. So your triceps are going to feel great today. So I do love strong triceps. It's really important if you were to fall. Good. Good. All right, we have 10 more. And you're breathing. And if your shoulder bothers you, you can open up the hands so you don't have to do it exactly like a book. You know, you want to kind of find out what works for you to be safe. 2 more. And then let that go. I want to sneak in another one. So if you can, grab a weight that lets you do a push-up. A chest press. The backup plan would be a push-up. So you're going to lie down and push the weight up. So it's going to be a heavier weight, like 2 8s or so. And you're going to lie on your back, kind of like when we do a bridge pose. Your feet are on the floor. Now you're not going to lift your hips like bridge, but you are going to push up and back down. Your elbows are a couple inches away from your ribs, probably for most of us. The reason I say probably and maybe on these is because you may have a different history in your body than someone else. But in general, you're going to be pushing the weight up to elbows long, and then you're going to lower with control, and the elbows are not quite slamming beside the ribs. Although if you have some old shoulder injuries, maybe that's what you need. But you're going to push up and down to where your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists feel very cared for, but your muscles feel like they're working. Exhale, inhale. Now 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to get rid of those. And nice job, guys. Get rid of those. And I want to save time for hip stretch and back stretch. So I'm going to make sure we've got this safely out of our way. Take your right ankle to your left thigh like a figure 4. Now, I know there's junipers, but I see everybody has it right. Karen, you know this one, right? And you can grab your pillow. Yeah. So it's harder to see me probably with the junipers shade, but the sun's coming over the mountains. Okay, so this is a little rocking I'm doing and a little movement with the ankle. Breathe and feel how that is so nice on your back as well. Inhale. Yeah, and try the other ankle to thigh. Okay, reach your hands through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then take your left leg really long and take your right knee over. Let your right arm go out like a rotational Ardha Matsyendrasana. Your left hand can rest on your right knee. And you're going to take a breath, inhale, and then exhale to the other side. So your right hand now can help your left knee down. Your left arm's out like a T. And you can take your legs up on the wall for this next one with a block, with a foam roller. We're going to do a leg up on the wall pose. So you've got a little decompression happening in the spine and a little bit of vessel help support by having your legs up. And take full inhales. And then take a moment to slowly come off. And you're going to be seated. And I want you to notice how your body feels. Feel that it's like you're embodying strength. It's easy to sit up. The bones are strong. The muscles are strong. The posture is aligned. The breath is full. So just notice how that feels to embody health and wellness and strength. And we'll keep connected to that feeling the rest of the day and share wellness wherever we go with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Welcome home. Welcome back. Good job. Welcome everybody. Stay there. Bye. There's my dog coming. She hears welcome and she comes. She's like, are we going for a walk now? Bye everybody.